All right, get ready for me to nerd out, not word out, because I really, really love these next two sections. I don't know why, but I love trig identities. So before we start into how to use these and all that, let's talk about the identities that we know. So an identity is different than an equation. An equation is where you're solving for something. An identity is just something that is equivalent. So for example, 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So we have a bunch that we already know. We're going to learn a couple more too in this section, and I'm going to show you guys which ones you do need to memorize and which ones are on. You guys get to actually use this little cheat sheet for most of the identities, which is rad. So, all right, so tangent, we already know that's sine over cosine. We know that cotangent is going to be the reverse of that. Cosecant is 1 over sine. Secant is 1 over cosine. Cotangent is, we already said it up here. I don't know why we have that written again. All right. We also know the Pythagorean identities. So we know that sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. We know that tangent squared plus 1 equals secant squared theta. And we know that 1 plus cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta. All right, then we also learned about the even and the odd functions. So we know that sine is an odd function, which means that cosecant is also an odd function. So you can just take that negative and you can move it out in front. Cosine and secant are even, so you can actually just get rid of that negative. And then tangent and cotangent are also odd. So you've got to pull that negative sign out in front.